Okay, now it's time to add a dominant 7 chord to the chord progression that we learned previously. So we can still start from D minus 7 and move to an A minus 7, either played like this or like this. I leave this up to you. And then you can add a dominant 7 chord. Precisely, we're going to play an E7 chord, okay? And we're going to use the C shape that we discussed previously, okay? And when you play the E7, the 4 strings that you're going to play in your arpeggio are the A, D, G, and B string, okay? Like that. And then you come back to A minus 7. The concept is always the same. You play 4 strings, okay, 4 notes in your arpeggio on each of these chords, and then you take a beat of break, a bit of rest, really. Now this time we are not in the key of D minor anymore. The key here is A minor, and what you're playing is a 4 minor, moving to the 1 minor, A minor, then adding a chord, the dominant 7 chord, which we will discuss later for the theory, because this will be quite of an important topic to see together. But this is basically the 5-7 in the key of A minor, and then back to the 1 minor, which is A minor, okay? So let's listen how this sounds like using the pick first. And now with the fingers. Again guys, completely up to you whether you want to give it a go with the pick or with the fingers. I always suggest to do both if possible. Okay, now I just want to briefly mention that we can play both chord progressions that we introduced so far with minus 7 chords and also with 1 dominant 7 chords, not just using the pick and the fingers separately, but actually using them simultaneously. And this is known as hybrid picking because effectively you're using both the pick and the fingers, okay? Now the notes that you play and the strings that you pluck are exactly the same in your arpeggios. The difference is you'll be playing 2 notes with your pick, the first 2 notes, for instance on the D minus 7, the A string and the D string, and then 2 more notes, the next 2 notes on the G and B strings will be played with your fingers, with your middle finger and ring finger more likely, okay? So that you get this arpeggio on the D minus 7, all right? On the A minus 7 it would be the same, the pick plays the 6th and the 4th, and then 3rd and 2nd with the fingers, same on the G minus 7, or same thing on the E7, depending on which chord progression you're playing. Let's look at the first chord progression, only minus 7 chords, hybrid picking now. And now the second chord progression, still hybrid picking. If you've never tried this technique before, give it a go slowly, but make sure to practice it because it's really a very helpful technique and I really love it and I use it as much as I can.